I mean, you know, that's what my mum says. Oh, you know, heavy metal is all about screaming and being angry. It's like, that's what the news tells you. Get stuffed. No. There's a lot more to it than just that. But I do like the angry and the screaming as well. Avenged Sevenfold? Yes. Yes, Avenged Sevenfold are good. So, not that music. Like, I could happily never listen to Taylor Swift ever again, or a lot of the pop stuff you listen to. Definitely never have to listen to Maroon 5. God. Here we go. Alright. Cauldron Lake. So, am I seriously the only one who listens to heavy metal in here, or... Is anyone else in chat listen to heavy metal? Or like a branch of metal, whether it's thrash or whether it's power or whether it's death metal or doom metal or whether it's fucking speed metal? Is there anything? Black metal even? Tech death? Math metal? Metalcore? Anything? Anyone? Or am I... Surely someone else listens to metal. What's wrong with Maroon 5? I wouldn't be caught dead listening to him, put it that way. I'm not trying to force you to listen to it. You're the one who asked what songs exist. I mean, I'll make you a playlist. But, if you want the playlist, I'll allow you to make me a playlist, Sammy, and I'll listen to that playlist and we'll see how we go. We'll see if I can discover some new non-metal music and stuff that I enjoy. Kishi, that's not good. Oh no, your Xbox needs a big update. How big's the update that you need for Gears, man? We're not talking Call of Duty level updates, do we? It's not like an 80 gig update. Is that what Call of Duty puts you guys through? Makes you update a fucking 100 gig update? I don't know. I don't know much about Call of Duty. All I know is what Jules tells me, and she goes through big updates on her PlayStation. So, an Xbox software. Okay. Oh, that won't take long, will it? That'll be quick. How long are the Xbox updates? Oh, they don't take that long, do they? Like PlayStation, 5 minutes. Go make a coffee, get back, it's done. Unless your internet's slow, then yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah. That's alright, Kishi. Alright, well, okay. Well, anyone in chat, put some bands or some songs in chat. What do you guys listen to? Because it turns out I'm the only one that listens to metal in here, because no one else has, like, come to my defense. So, what do you guys listen to? Here we go. Maroon 5. Sorry, Kishi. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw Maroon 5 under the bus for you, man. No, I do despise Maroon 5. And I only despise them because my wife does like them. And she'll play them. And I've not found a single song that they've made where I've gone, yes, this is enjoyable. At least Taylor Swift, she maybe has one or two songs that are enjoyable, but like Maroon 5, it's like I don't understand how she even likes them. But whatever, to each their own. Shakira, fair enough. 3 Inches of Blood, As Blood Runs Black, Jonathan Young, I Prevail, Linkin Park, Shine Down. Shine Down, I like Shine Down. They're good. I don't know Looney or Griffin. Shine Down's good. I like Shine Down. I mean, Foo Fighters are good. I mean, again, I like Foo Fighters, but, you know, they're not metal, they're hard rock. And then there's the other one who I like. Well, at least I liked them in the earlier days. Was a Five Finger Death Punch? In the earlier days, they were good, and then they became too fucking. They dropped themselves a little bit. So, yes, Korn. Korn is good. I like Korn. Imagine Dragons. Whoa! That blew up. Oh, I accidentally shot a flare. Okay. Alright, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dodge. There we go. A flare gun for that big guy. I'm not gonna waste all my torches. Is he still alive? He is still alive. Wow. It just shows you how strong this guy is. When a whole flare gun that 9 times out of 10 destroys every enemy doesn't actually kill him in one hit. Shows you how strong he actually is, that guy. And then on top of that, it still took like 5 shotgun rounds to finally kill him. Oh. Whoa, what was that? I mean, I know it was a body who just got torched, but... yeah, what was that? Imagine Dragons, Coldplay, Death Punch Avi, Korn, Hearing Shapes, Tool. Tool, fair enough. Yeah, Kishi's like, they're good. Which one's good, Kishi? Coldplay. Bruno Mars, okay. I mean, I know Bruno Mars. Like, I know who he is, but I can't tell you what he sings. But I know who he is. Like Coldplay, I know who they are, but I don't know what they sing. Alrighty. I know Imagine I've only heard of Imagine Dragons because of the fact that they did a song for the soundtrack for Perks of Being a Wallflower, and that's one of my favourite movies, Perks of Being a Wallflower. So I've only heard of Imagine Dragons because I know that they did a song on there, on the soundtrack. So. And then they sing that I'm on top of the world, eh?
Turn back now.
Alright, here we go. We're getting somewhere. There is a music Discord. Okay. Alrighty. Enough about the music. Let's get into this game. There we go. Die. Get some health back, We know ABBA. Yeah, Hell's Bells. Oh, really? Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby. Oh, I know Dean Martin from the Jerry Lewis movies. Mate. You're an omnivore when it comes to music. Oh, so you dabble everywhere, Pike. Okay. Oh my god. So these guys will just keep coming until I clear out this area. Come on. Seriously. Take a hint. Seriously, take a hint. Just stop appearing. Come on. Stop appearing. Do I have to just keep killing you guys? I swear, if I die here, right as I'm about to destroy this boat, I'm gonna be so upset. Come on, we're almost there, we're almost there. Oh, come on. Seriously, go. Get away, get away. Yes, run, run, run. 70s punk? So we're talking like Sex Pistols and stuff?
Do as you're told.
And like the Clash and whatnot? Maybe some Billy... Is Billy Idol? Oh, not Billy Idol. Fucking what's his name? Other one. Yeah, Billy Idol. Yeah. Is he 70s? Or is he 80s?
Alice never loved you.
Yeah, Ramones, Clash, yeah. Sex Pistols, yeah. Nice, Pike, nice. Oh my god. Let me go! Destroy the tornado! Hey, Sammy, welcome back! How the hell do you destroy the tornado? I mean, I assume you just shoot these bits, right? Or by destroying the tornado, it just means move into the tornado. Okay, hang on. Move into the tornado, and then maybe he uses the clicker. Okay, come on.
You can't win.
Oh, we're gonna win. Come on. There's a flare gun. Here we go. If we need some flares, it means we, okay. Are these flare guns working? I'm only using them because I have to pick up... Yeah, because there's bullets here. Okay. So I guess you just keep shooting the flare gun into it. Stream's all good? Nice, nice. Thank you. Because it doesn't look like this... See, it doesn't look like it's running out of ammo. Like, you know, normally when you pick up ammo, it disappears. But there, it's not disappearing. So this must be unlimited ammo. Which means keep firing, I guess. That's how I'm understanding it. Yeah, maybe I've got to destroy these pieces. If I destroy these pieces, maybe...
Get light into its heart to hurt it.
You have to get light into its heart. Okay, so do you mean just shooting into the black stuff? Okay. Oh, not a real gun. A flare gun, son. A flare gun. Like that. Into that smoky stuff. Okay. Let's go. Just keep firing and see what happens. There we go. I was sitting there going like, how do you know if you're even damaging the thing? There we go. Alright. Let's restock all the ammo. Now let's try again. Oh, here we go. You fucking birds. No. Get all the weapons back. Reload. Come on. Okay, so 12's the max. Okay. Is anything happening? Am I actually doing damage, or is... There we go. Maybe I have to get closer to it. He's going into the... Okay, because he's going to jump into the water and he's going to try and... Because the place that he stayed in ended up in the water, so... And his wife drowned, obviously. By drowning, she fell in the water, so... Oh.
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear of the dark? It's your fear, yeah.
Why aren't you afraid?
You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey, you're still 1 foot in a dream. You're not making any sense. Come back to bed.
No, you're bad. You're not Alice. You're a bad guy because yeah, the real Alice is scared of the dark. And if you're not scared of the dark, you're not Alice. Let's explore. There's nothing to pick up. Okay. Oh, there she is
Alan,
again.
You're scaring me now.
You're scaring
Go
me.
back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
No, do not call Dr. Hartman. I'm not taking any medication.
I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
Nope. What happens if I walk into you? Nothing? Nothing, okay. We're almost there, Ascended. We've almost beaten the game. I feel like we're almost at the end there. This is the way we've got to go through. This door. I've just defeated the tornado. And now he's woken up in like this dream world. But it's not a real dream world. Because he's under the influence of the dark presence. Oh, he just got the torch. Nice. What? Flicker. Pick up. See, that's Thomas Zane. He's the guy in the big breathing suit. Yeah.
He stands in your way. He won't let you pass.
He's the diver.
It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Mr. Scratch? The hell? Is he like a clone of me or something? Your friends will see him when I'm gone. So I'm not going back. This is a one-way trip for me. But what? Mr. Clicker's gonna replace me in the other world? Like, what the hell's going on? Look at these words. Telephone pole. Shopping cart. Bird. Ah, an actual bird. A thermos, okay. There's the coffee thermos. Pick it up, right. A barrel. Right. Is this supposed to be the analogy that, like, everything he writes actually happens? You know how the theory is that whatever he writes comes true? Well, we write the word phone, it creates a phone. Is that what this is? Like, this is like a visual analogy? A crate? Telephone pole? And there's a telephone pole. Another bird? We can't answer the phone. Okay, let's do path. And then we'll answer the phone. Oh, there's more. Oh, okay. I really wish we could have answered that. Okay. I thought answering the phone would have initiated the cutscene or something. I really wish we answered the phone. Let's restart checkpoint. I want to answer the phone. I want to answer the phone. You're not saying a word? No worries. Thank you, Ascendant. But that's what it seems like. Because Imperfect Eye and a couple of us had the theory that, like, whatever he wrote in the book actually came true, and that's obviously what the game then kind of confirmed. And that's what this seems like, is that whatever we're writing, or whatever text is there, actually appears. So, okay, answer, pick up.
I followed the idea of a path.
Oh, is that it? Just to say, follow the path. Didn't need to reset that one then, did we? I thought there was going to be a little bit more in that conversation than that. Alright.
I'm leaving you.
What?
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself in work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
I know, you're my muse.
I threw myself across the ocean.
I don't have any theories at the moment. I'm trying to think of what could happen based on what we've learnt here, but I don't even know what. This is so bonkers right now that it's. All I could think of is this is the analogy that we were thinking of earlier, where whatever he writes comes true, and that's this text represents the words he's written, and then and then the word becomes the thing that he's describing. He wrote bird, it becomes a bird, you know, like, which is what we already knew, that we knew that, you know, he writes, or whatever he writes comes true. So I don't. Is this more the game explaining that to you? Going, well, yes, this is the case? I don't know.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go.
This is Thomas and Barbara.
To be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
My heart is filled with darkness. I'll cut it out.
Ah!
Take you back to the depths you came from.
Now that is telling. Two things with that. A, the bad guy that we knew of, the witch, we always referred to that witch as Jagger. Tom was with Barbara and Tom just called her Barbara Jagger. So, and now we've also learned that I think Tom killed Barbara because he said that her heart was filled with darkness. So this evil witch who has been causing all this is the murdered spouse of Tom Zane. Is that what we've just learned? That's what I've figured out from that's what I think is the case based on what we just saw. Thomas Zane, who was the first author who came here with Barbara. He killed her while they were here, and she's the curse that is now causing this. Alan Wake then comes with Alice, and he's another author, and Barbara, who is the the witch, I guess in this case. Maybe she's maybe she exists as a ghost here forever because of the fact that she's been killed by Tom on the island, and she forever curses the place. Who knows? Is Tom Alan? Is Alan Tom? Is Barbara Alice? Is Alice Barbara? I mean, is the witch Alice as well? Like, is this a novel? Is this a dream? Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Okay.
Darkness.
Is Todd Howard really Todd? Well, see, I willed the cabin to be real. I willed the cabin. That's exactly what we're doing. We're willing these things into existence because these words represent the words he's typing. And as he's typing them, they actually happen. That cabin doesn't exist. It only existed because Thomas or Alan Wake wrote that cabin into existence. That's why when the wife disappeared and he came back with the police, the cabin didn't exist. Because the cabin doesn't exist.
I willed the cabin to be real.
He willed it into existence, and I guess just as equally, he could probably will it out of existence as well. What's that? I could type "give me 10,000 rings" and it will work, right? I don't think it will. I mean, you can try it, but I don't think it will, Ascendant. And this is the cabin we stayed at. This is the cabin we stayed at the very beginning of the game.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice, I'm coming.
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late. It's his fault. You'll stay here forever.
I mean, you have to... Someone else has to give you coins. Or rings, I should say. You can't give yourself rings. I mean, if you can give yourself rings in that if you have 10,000, you give yourself 10,000, you end up with 10,000. But you haven't really gained anything. So... No, someone else has to give you their 10,000 rings. Alright, are we catching these guys? Are we catching? Here we go.
Now you will never get her back.
So the evil witch is Tom Zane's wife, or ex,
Much
Barbara,
older than you.
who got murdered.
Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me
A new
free.
face to wear. A new face? Does that mean that Barbara isn't so much the villain, but a demon took over Barbara's look? You dozed off, Imperfect. Oh. I don't know. You've missed a little bit, but nothing makes sense. Imperfect. We've killed... We got to the end and we killed the witch. We killed Jagger, I think. But we haven't discovered a lot yet. Hold on.
I could feel Alice's presence close by.
We're here. We're here
I
first.
understood what I had to do now.
You woke up at the
I knew
right
how to
place.
write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
So we got to the house and he's now finished the novel. But what's happened? He jumped in, he was drowning the whole time. And they both drowned together. What if he drowned trying to save her and she had gotten out of there the whole time? So she was never kidnapped. She got out of the water, he went in trying to find her.
Ellen?
And the whole time he's in there trying to get her, she had already come out.
Ellen?
And now Ellen's the one that's probably dead. And she will have to live on without him. It's like some tragic Romeo and Juliet shit where there's no happily ever after. He's like trapped in the other world. I'm with you. I'm still confused, Imperfect. I don't understand. Like, I understand that, okay, maybe she was never kidnapped. Like, she drowned and then she came out and, you know, he saw demons and she didn't, but just wait, okay. There's still more, I guess. Yeah, go for the theory part, go for it. I think it's the end, yeah. See, because all these people, and like, so they're there. Did the mental hospital ever exist? Ah, she's the demon, and okay, there's a demon in the back there, right? So he's there still writing. So he's trapped in that world, I guess. It's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
It's a major Tom, but unfortunately, we're gonna get in trouble for that. So I'm wondering, yeah, Alan is trapped. He's either trapped in the ocean. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Yeah, I heard that, but what does it mean? What does it mean when it says it's a lake, not an ocean? Oh, it's not a lake, it's an ocean. We're gonna need some explaining here. We need some debriefing because... Imperfect! We literally got the ending we said we didn't want. We got an ending that's so fucking ambiguous. It doesn't really explain shit. Or at least, we're not looking hard enough to it. So Ascended Dragon, come on. Come on, Ascended. Help us understand what exactly happened. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. It means that the lake is an ocean. But what does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Well, my theory is that is what Pike said. My theory is that he's trapped in this demonic world riding, and he's forever riding. And his wife is obviously in the real world with everybody else, and she fell in the water. She then got out of the water, but when he jumped in, he obviously ended up in, like Stranger Things, he ended up in the other world, the upside down world. He will forever live on in the upside down world unless he figures out a way to get back to reality. Kind of like Silent Hill, where in Silent Hill 2 there's different planes of existence, where two people could be in the same area, but they can't see each other because they live on two different planes of existence, even though they're standing in the same spot. I reckon he's on a different plane of existence to which isn't the reality. He's in like the ethereal world, whereas Alice and everybody else are on the normal world, the normal plane, which is where Alan was at until he jumped in the ocean. That's my theory. That's my theory, isn't it? From what I gathered on there, my theory is he's stuck in a different world, a different plane of existence. But I don't understand how that theory ties in with it's not a lake, it's an ocean. So you have to explain that quote to me, man, because I have no idea what that is. Imperfect, what's your theory? And Pike, it's a doorway to other worlds, yeah. So all of this was an altered world event made by Alan. So you reckon that Alan created this whole event? Because in Control, they mentioned that Alan Wake is a candidate as a possible director for the FBC, which only a strong paramilitarian can become. But what's a paramilitarian? Is that someone who has powers? So Alan created an altered world event because he's got powers to do so. So he's created that other world, but now he's trapped in that other world. Is that what we're getting here? Because I think Imperfect, as is, I think Alan's in another world. I don't understand who Thomas Zane is. We never quite got that sorted. I mean, Thomas Zane at the end, we figured out he killed Barbara Jagger, which Jagger was the name of that witch who created this whole mess. But then at the end, the witch made that statement of, I'll just find another skin to wear. Which then implies that the skin to wear being, when the camera zoomed out at the parade, and we saw that lady holding the lantern and she had the evil look in her eye, she's probably the new skin, right? Because the demon has gone into her body. And behind her on the picture frame, we saw this man, creepy man. He's probably the demon that's possessing Barbara Jagger, now possessing this lady. Thomas Zane doesn't exist. In Control, they say that he doesn't. Okay. So, but I mean, in terms of this game, Alan Wake, because obviously we can't. Alan Wake hasn't actually answered who Thomas Zane is, so we find that out in the part 2, for example, that he doesn't actually exist. But in terms of part 1, Thomas Zane is purposely an unanswered question. He's a guy that has kind of created a story. We kind of know that, but that's about it. And he had a wife called Barbara. But if he doesn't exist, okay, well that doesn't really help. I don't understand how he doesn't exist. Was he a figment of Alan's imagination then? Like, did Alan just create Thomas Zane from, like, in his novel? It's not a lake, it's an ocean. The statement is literal, not metaphorical. Cauldron Lake is literally an ocean, just turned on its side. It's deep, possibly extending to the center of the earth itself, which would explain the water being so dark, as well as the general abnormality of it. If you believe in hell and possibly that this is where it's located, thinking of the lake as a connection between hell and earth makes plenty of sense. So Cauldron Lake is not a lake, it's an ocean. all that, I mean, which means that it's deep, yes, because the lake's not as deep as an ocean, which explains the dark water. So when he jumped into the water, so so when he's jumped into the water, are we taking it that Alan Wake has gone into hell because he swam deep enough that he went into hell? Again, if you believe in hell. But then did Alan Wake create this hell? Because if he has the power to create things based off what he writes, he created this hell, right? It's not a hell that exists for anyone. He created it. That's why when Alice fell in, Alice didn't go into hell. He thought she got kidnapped by the demons, and it turned out she never got kidnapped. That was his hell. Is that correct? Am I on the right track there, or? It's very ambiguous. Yeah, I don't like the ambiguity, Pike. It's too ambiguous that it's like. I want an answer. I want answers. Technically, hell is whatever you feel guilty of. That's exactly. So it's Alan Wake's personal hell. Like, this is his hell. So that mental hospital thing never existed. Like, that was his hell. Those two bikers who were in the mental hospital, they're not really in a mental hospital, as we saw. They're living in the real world with Alice, and they're fine. You know, it's Alan was in his own personal hell. It's Silent Hill 2, basically. For anyone who's played Silent Hill 2, the main character of Silent Hill is in his own personal hell. Because none of the other characters he ever comes across in that game are ever in his hell. He meets them, but they're living on their own plane of existence. Is that what we're getting from this? The next Control DLC will link them, so you're going to have to wait till then and find out. So we can't get answers out of this game now for this game. I'm with you in Perfect Soul. I'm going to throw my computer out the window because I'm not happy with that ending. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy at the lack of. It's too ambiguous. And as Pike has already started saying, a lot of the questions we want answered, well, they're all answered in Control, which is the next game. And it's like, can you not answer anything with this one game? If you ask the question in this game, can you not answer those same questions in this game? Or, you know, is this to set up a of course to set up a franchise by the next game, but still. To shorten it, Alan has been wanting to escape writing forever. He took a break from it by coming to Cauldron Lake. Within Cauldron, he fell into his own demise. It's all in his consciousness. So everything that happened around him during the night sequences wasn't real. Yeah, so he hallucinated the entire thing, but not hallucinated, he was trapped in his own mind. And all the demons he fought weren't real demons. How does that relate to the lake? That it's not a lake, it's an ocean statement. I don't get it. I'm clearly not, what's the word for it? I'm not, yeah, your mind could be an ocean that traps you. Well, that's what I mean. So his mind is the ocean. And he's trapped in his own mind. But that means, yeah, so, but I'm talking in terms of like a literal sense. Alice got out of the ocean. Did Alan drown in that water? Like, did he ever actually jump into that water? Or was that all just I mean, she did fall in the water because she did come out of it. So, that's a fact. We know that happened. That wasn't in his head. When he jumped in after her, was that in his head? Was that a metaphor for him in his depression state? Or did he actually jump in and drown, for example? Because I know depression and mental illness will be dark place, and this game is probably a metaphor for that. But in a literal sense, at the end of the game, like, where is Alan Wake? Is he in a mental hospital right now, trying to overcome this? Is he dead? Did he drown in the water? I mean, we know that he's at that typewriter still writing stories, but like in terms of like, you know, him and Alice is out. Does she lose Alan forever? Like, is he completely gone, dead to her, or is he there but not there because, you know, he's not there mentally because he's off in the dark place? That's what I'm struggling to kind of understand. Try Alan Wake American Nightmare? Okay. Alan Wake American Nightmare. Well, we've got some DLCs. We have got some DLCs. Maybe the DLCs will help. Yeah, we got the Signal and then the Rider. Because the first 6 episodes were the story, and then Special 1, Special 2, they're the 2 DLCs. So we'll do the Signal, and then we'll do the Rider, and we'll see if that answers some questions. So Thomas Zane and Barbara, did they never exist? If Thomas Zane never existed, neither did Barbara. So they were just figments of Alan's imagination, I guess? Well, exactly. Or maybe she never did fell in. But at the end there, it did show her coming out of the water. So literally, I'm thinking maybe she did actually fall in, but then she came out. Unless that period where she came out of the water wasn't real. Well, no, hang on, because Pike said that Thomas Zane doesn't exist, and now his sentence says they did exist. Because Pike said that that Thomas Zane doesn't exist. Alrighty, we got some explaining here. Just play the DLC, okay. Alright, let's jump into the DLC. The Signal. But did she come out? Or when he stabbed the scary lady, he saved her, and she was able to come out of the water? Well, again, so... But when Alice comes out, and she's calling out for Alan, going, Alan, Alan, where are you? Is that in his head as well? Where she can't find him? Do you reckon? In your theory, Imperfect? Do you reckon that, like, was she... So, because if her falling in was all in his mind... That could, so everything, even the parade at the end when we saw the lady and she had the evil smile, and then there was the guy in the portrait in the background. And do we reckon all that was all in his head as well? Or is that the real world of the town? It's hard to explain. It's very hard. It's hard to understand, let alone hard to explain. I'm having trouble understanding. I understand the metaphorical concept of the fact that this whole game is a journey through his mind during like a dark depressive state. But I'm trying to think of it on a literal sense, going, what actually happened literally? The wife and him got there. He went into a dark place in his head. What is she doing the whole time? Where is she? Is she okay? Did she ever actually get kidnapped? Is she safe? What is, like, and I'm struggling to grasp that literal concept. And also Alan Wake at the end, when he's on the typewriter in the ocean in the water, is that to say that he's still stuck in his head and he can't get out? But what does that look like in a literal sense? Literally, is he in a mental hospital pretending that he's in a dark world with demons, but really he's in a mental hospital the whole time, hallucinating from there? That's what I'm trying to like the metaphorical sense, I get it, or I think at least I kind of get it, but like on a literal sense, like where is Alan literally? Like is he in a mental hospital playing all this in his head, or is he, I don't know, stuck in the apartment somewhere? Did they ever come to this island? Him and his wife wanted to come here for a vacation. Did they ever actually come here? Or was this vacation all in his head? Because when they got here, shit hit the fan. He's in Starbucks. Well, yeah. I think there can still be a creepy thing going on at the town. But putting that he's trapped in his own mind and imagined all this because of something in town, and the wife is somewhere else living, and the town never got messed up, the creepy lady's just hurting him. Well, yes. And the creepy lady at the end is, that's just, providing that there is no actual creepy lady, and that creepy lady is what his brain kind of conjured up to represent the darkness, the dark presence, and that his own... You guys got parts of it right.